Hi, I'm Sean from Martin & Co. Just outside the Tame Hare. Today I'm catching up with Johnny to find out about his fabulous restaurant. Thankfully, we're up now with Johnny from the Tame Hare, and we're trying to tell people why it's great to live in Leamington, why it's great to have a business in Leamington, and why people work in Leamington. So it's really promoting the town, and we're at a restaurant today which is independently owned, which is fantastic for Leamington. So, Johnny, talk to us about, firstly, why you chose Leamington.
I was born in Leamington, back when there was a hospital. It's kind of always been like a nesting ground for me. I've flitted around the country, but always seemed to be drawn back. And about 4 years ago, this place came on the market, and me and my father just kind of decided, let's go and have a look at it and see what's what.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic that you're an independent, and
I
really enjoy that from this side of the business. Is it? What about the people? The vibe here in Leamington? Do they?
There's a lot of support for locals, local independents. I mean, there's as you know, there's a hell of a lot of coffee shops in Leamington.
Yeah.
There's a lot of small boutiques, a lot of art shops, a lot of independently owned hairdressers and independent shops. It's not necessarily restaurants, but there's a lot of support for independents, and there's a group. A company that basically goes around and supports these independents and promotes them to the best that they can. So there is a huge support network for the independent businesses and restaurants of Leamington. So it's kind of the place to be, really.
How long have you been here now?
Almost 4 years. 4 years in March next year.
And is business good? Are you fully booked? Do you get?
Yeah, weekends are fully booked. All the time, basically. Midweek always is a little bit quiet, but then it's always going to be like that. We're not in London, but it's we do get a lot of new faces through the door. We do get a lot of people from places like JLR, stuff like that, who are here midweek. We've got a huge gaming scene in Leamington. We get quite a lot of those guys coming in because they enjoy the fact that they can just relax and have a table and make some noise and talk about things and feel relaxed and stuff when they're in here. So
tell me about 2020 for the business. How do you see next year, or how do you see this year, or how's it going to go for you? Is it?
Well, I think. I mean, you'll probably agree with me as well. I think that going forward into 2020 with everything that's been happening with the B word Brexit, at least we're going to know what's going on, so that we can, as a country, not necessarily as a business, as a country, start actually getting over it and moving forward and putting things in place. So we're really pushing. We've got a new menu which we're going to be launching in January, which is slightly bigger. And slightly less refined. So we're really going to be pushing that, all guns blazing throughout January. And we really just hope that brings more people in that haven't tried us before. And just, at the end of the day, as long as the people that come in are happy and leave and tell a friend, that's all that we can ask for.
Can you let us know any secrets on what's going to be in the January menu?
Can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long week. We're basically at the moment we run an a la carte menu, so we run a 4-starter, 4 main, 4 dessert, and we're going to be moving on to 6 starters, 8 mains, and 6 desserts. So there's going to be a broader spectrum of food, which will be individually priced as opposed to what we're doing now, which is a set 3-course price. So we're kind of hoping that will draw people in. So even if they don't want to come in and spend a lot of money, they can come in and try one thing.
Going back to the ingredients for a second, do you tie up with local suppliers?
Yeah, we try as hard as we can. I mean, we still get veg off Rich Clark over at Clark's Greengrocers, may it rest in peace. And we do. Obviously we get fish from the coast because there's no fish around here, but in the middle of England. But yeah, we do try our hardest. We've got a lot of friends and family around the area who've got fruit trees and allotments and stuff like this, and we do go out and forage ourselves in the local area because there's a huge amount of parkland, a huge amount of fruiting trees in all the parks around Leamington and Warwickshire, and it's just remembering when to go and where to go. But then it's nice because it's a bit of a team building exercise. If we've got a quiet day, right, boys, no prep today. We'll pick you up at 10. We're going to go out for 4 hours.
Talk to me about the business, and I've learnt earlier that you're front of house. What about the rest of the team? How does that stack up?
So it's just me out the front now. I used to work in the kitchen, but we had a staffing issue where it was taking us horrendously long to find somebody to work front of house. So we just decided to, for the benefit of the business, I go out the front and we get another chef. So we've got we've got two chefs in the kitchen, great lads. Me out the front, and we're just like a little family really. We just get on with it. There's no ifs and buts, and it's everybody mucks in, and that's just the kind of way that it should be, I think.